When I see Gail Lynn, I'm like, who is Gail Lynn?
The harmonic egg could not have been brought forward by anyone more appropriate than Gail Lynn.
The extraordinary Gail Lynn.
A rebel. She's a dreamer. She's an author of Unlocking the Ancient Secrets to Healing, and she's an inventor.
Gail Lynn is the inventor of the harmonic egg.
She is now an author and giving thousands of people new hope for a quality of life they never imagined.
And what is an inventor?
So I'm an engineer from Detroit. My dad had a 7th grade education in the automotive industry, and my mom had a high school diploma. I just knew it wasn't life-changing. It wasn't going to change the world, and I had an itch to get out.
My neighbors thought I was going to be the first professional baseball player in a man's league.
I was raised Catholic, and there was a priest who would take groups of teens to Aspen every year. 14 years old, he's whispering in my ear. He's wanting me to sit on his lap, kiss him. I'm like, I didn't know what to do. I called my mom, and I'm like, this guy's laying on top of me in my bed. And she's like, no, it can't be true. And I walked away from God, because when you're 14 years old, that is God. The priest is God. I met a gentleman who happened to be Elvis Presley's stepbrother. He and I made a movie together.
My charisma and stage presence, I learned from David Stanley, who learned from Elvis.
I was an engineer in automotive, then I was a project manager in telecom, and then I was an executive producer in Hollywood. But all that took me into a very high stress place. And at age 37, the doctor said, you're on the verge of an instant heart attack. I was a chief operations officer for the production company in Hollywood, and so got invited to a conference in LA. Met a gentleman that owned a lightbox technology in Arizona. When I started to see how does sound and light affect the body, how could sound and light do that? And as an engineer, I thought, there's no way. And every time it kept popping up, go to the lightbox, go to the lightbox. And I thought, that's crazy, I can't do anything. And then I finally went. And in a weekend, the severe cardiovascular stress was gone. We're vibrational beings of light. Healing with sound and light made sense. So I started digging into the research. How can I help these people when their root cause is trauma, even though they have a named illness from the medical industry? Especially when people feel like they were born in fight or flight.
I said, all right, if that's what I've been chosen to do, I'm going to step up and I'm going to give it my all.
You know, life comes from an egg. So why not put some structure together for healing in an egg, right? With sound, with light, with vibrations.
And I thought, okay, it has to be this, it has to be that, it has to have sacred geometry, it has to be wood for the acoustics, it has to be enclosed.
It's simple. You lay in a zero gravity chair, you listen to some consciously created music, and you live in that space of just being with you for 40 minutes of music, 10 minutes of silence. We don't have silence in our world much anymore. There's so much noise. So that 10 minutes of silence is really to help you integrate.
I think we can release this stuff from a cellular level so we can lift the veil and be who we truly are.